welcome to Story World. Dharm Buddhi and Pap Buddhi. Once, two friends called Dharm Buddhi and Pap Buddhi lived in a village. Dharm Buddhi was an intelligent and wealthy man, while Pap Buddhi was a cunning fellow who was not satisfied with his wealth. He wanted to make more money. He made a clever plan to earning much wealth with Dharmbuddhi's help. First of all, Paputhi convinced Dharmbuddhi to go with him to the city in order to make money. He told Dharmbuddhi that he was wasting his talent in that small village and that if he was in larger city he could attain name, fame and wealth. Dharmbuddhi agreed with Paputhi. Soon, both of them set out on their journey to the city. In the city, Dharmbuddhi earned a lot of wealth as well as fame. After having earned much money, Dharmbuddhi and Paputhi decided to go back to their village. As they were on the outskirts of their village, Paputhi said to Dharmbuddhi, "Friend, I don't think it will be wise to take all of our wealth to the village with us. Our relatives might ask for their shares and there will be the danger of thieves too. So, for now, let us carry only a little money and bury the bulk of it under this tree here." Dharmbuddhi thought that this was a good idea. They dug a pit under a huge hollow tree and both of them put their money in it separately. They covered the pit carefully and went to their homes. But the next night, Paputhi sneaked quietly out of the village and went to the place where the money was hidden. He dug up the pit and took all the money, his own as well as the money belonging to Dharmbuddhi. After a few days, Paputhi went to Dharmbuddhi and said, "I have finished my money. Friend, let us go and take out some more." So, Dharmbuddhi and Paputhi went to the hiding place together and dug up the pit. But they found that there was no money inside. Paputhi immediately accused Dharmbuddhi to having stolen all the money. Dharmbuddhi was surprised. A heated quarrel began and finally both of them went to the court to sort this matter out. The judge heard both sides of the story. Paputhi says to the judge, "My lord, if Dharmbuddhi denies stealing the money in my absence, the only witness is the tree under which the wealth was hidden. In my opinion, the court should question the tree about this matter." The judge agreed. A date was fixed when the court would visit the tree and question it. In the meantime, Paputhi went to his father and said, "Father, you must help me. You know that I stole Dharmbuddhi's share of the money. Please help me or I will get caught and be punished." Paputhi's father was also a dishonest man like Paputhi. He replied, "I don't want to lose all that money. Tell me what I will have to do." Paputhi explained, "We hid our wealth under a huge hollow tree on the outside of the village. The court is going to question the tree about the thief. All you have to do is hide yourself the hollow of the tree and when anyone asks who the thief was, say it was Dharmbuddhi." Paputhi's father understood and agreed. On the fixed date, the judge and Paputi and Dharmbuddhi went to the tree in question. The judge asked the tree, "You are the only witness to this crime. Tell us who the thief is." They heard a voice from inside the tree saying it was Dharmbuddhi. The judge was surprised to hearing this, but Dharmbuddhi's mind was working in another way. He laid dried leaves all around the tree and set fire to them. The onlooker could not understand what Dharmbuddhi was up to. Soon the flames leapt up and smoke filled the whole area. In an instant, everyone saw Pabuddhi's father rushing out inside the hollow of the tree, half burned and yelling for help. The judge understood everything. It was clear to him that all of this had been a part of Pabuddhi's evil plan. He charged Pabuddhi with his theft and punished him. Dharmbuddhi was given all his wealth back. Everyone was happy that Dharmbuddhi got justice and Pabuddhi was punished for his greed and dishonesty. The moral of the story is avoid the company of the wicked, or you will pay a heavy price for it. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you like it, please press like button and please visit description box. There you will find the link of my few stories. Please go there and enjoy those stories too. Till then, take care. Bye bye.